Hello. Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. Hi, guys. Merry Christmas to you guys. It is already Christmas Eve over here. My name is Angela, and I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfen and Helden. I'm a primary retailer for Dixie over here in Frankfurt in Germany. So it is Christmas Eve over here. So I'm supposed to be with the family, but due to the situation at the moment, it's not much fun. So I thought I'm, gonna spend my time with you and see who else is supposed to stay at home. Hi, Michelle. Oh, it's good to see you. Merry Christmas to you, girl. Good to see you. So I'm doing my last ornament for my Christmas tree, which is a little, I don't know if you can see in the pictures. It is Instagram. I'm gonna get you, move you over. You can see that now. The Christmas tree is not green as it's supposed to be. It is black. So who's following me? I've done the Rocket Christmas lights before Christmas on my page, so to say, and I thought I'm going to do it a little different. Hi, Patricia. Merry Christmas to you also. So, guys, when you join me, just let me know where you're watching from and say hi to me. And hallo, Anja. Da ist mein Weihnachtsbaum. Schwarz wie die Nacht ist er. So, okay. Coffee also black. Tomorrow I'll be with the family. But tonight I spent my evening with you, do a little bit of crafting. And I've got, this is just like a plastic ornament. And I've already slick sticked it, because obviously it is a slick surface, and you can see there's like those spots around which are coming through. This would be basically a project. I get the question asked a lot. When do you use Boss and when do you use slick stick? So usually when you use slick stick, you use it for slick surfaces like mirrors, like glass, like metal, like laminated pieces, like those IKEA, typical IKEA stuff. This is when you use slick stick. This is like a bonding primer, so that the paint sticks to the project. So usually when you use that, you don't need to use Boss, because Boss is blocks stains and bleeds through, for example. And projects like glass and metal, obviously they won't really bleed. So it is also an odor smells, if something smells strong, you can use it also. It also blocks smells. But this would be something where you would have to use both, because this was pink before, and it has 2 coats of slick stick on, and that pink is still trying to come through. So if you would like to paint that white, I would use Boss also, because it'll come through. I will paint it white, but I brought a new paint from Dixie because this is an ornament and I want to save time now. I've brought the Silk All-in-One mineral paints, and I'm going to use those because they have a built-in stain blocker. So, but we're going to decorate it a little first. I've got this little jar where I can place that in, so it sits nicely in there. We're going to use a little bit of wood band, and basically also like leftover pieces. I always say don't throw anything away, because you never know when you can reuse it, and so therefore just keep it, save it and keep it, and there, I'm sure will be some sort of project you can use that. So, deiner ist weiß. Ja, wunderbar, das passt ja. So guys, if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments, and if you haven't done it yet, please leave me a like on my page. I highly appreciate that. I've done a lot of talking today. I've also brought the new mousses from Dixie. This is the amber, which is a nice copper color. I'm covered in paint. I've been painting before, so sorry. So as this is like a little bit of an industrial style, you can see those bowls on there with like a little bit of rusty things and coppery things. So this is why I use copper. So black and industrial, that's what we are going for. So what color has your tree? How have you decorated it? Just let me know. Where do we start? I need my heat gun. Where did I put my heat gun? There. It's down here. I've got some wood glue. I've brought the Tide Bond. This is regular wood glue. Whatever surface you applying the woody bands on, you always use wood glue. So, am I the only one here? Yeah. I think people are very busy. I can see there is some people watching, but there's not many people talking. So, Nina was on earlier. I'm sure she'll be back on in a second. Okay. As I said, whatever surface you are applying it on, you always use wood glue. I just got like a cheapy chip brush to put that on. And hi, Sherry Deck, Sherry who? Those Instagram names, they are pretty difficult for me. Hi, Helen. Merry Christmas to the UK also. Good to see you. So, okay. For those who joined late, Merry Christmas to everybody. Where do we start? Okay. I want to apply this little droplet. You know, you can, Dixie Belle has got those ornaments also from Woody Band. And Woody Band, when they are cold, they are solid. You can hear that they are solid. You can sand them, you can drill them, you can saw them when they are cold and when they are warm. Hi Lisa, Merry Christmas to you. And when they are warm, they are nice and bendy. So you can shape them around, obviously round surfaces and corners and all those things. So that's what we're going to do. I want to have like this little droplet on there, and I want to have a little bit, this is like a leftover of a trim, what I had, just like a tiny piece. This is going to go around, this is the 058. The droplet is, I think it's the 1009. I have to check. I'm sorry. I've displaced the wrapping, so I will tell you later. So this is going to go on here, and I'm going to warm that up first. You can put it on a griddle to warm it up. Hi, Jill. Yes, you can understand now. That's good. So this you can warm them up with a heat gun. You can warm them up with embossing gun, with a hair dryer. You can put them on a griddle, whatever you want to do. So I've got a heat gun here. So sorry, this is a little noisy now. I'm just going to make that nice and warm. So this is a pretty thick piece, so that'll need a little longer. And the woody bands, they come in thousands of ornament types and stuff. So and there are loads of things for it. I think I'm going to get you a little closer in a second so you can see a little better what's going on here. Because you don't really need to see my face. That's not that interesting. It's better if you see what we are doing. On get you a little closer. Instagram. Wheel you a little down. That's it. And Facebook also. Get you down to the project. Sorry. So, okay, there you go. So that's better. Okay, so that's now nice and bendy, as you can see. And they need about the same time to cool down as they need to heat up. So this is going to stay for a second a little flexible. I'm applying my wood glue. I usually say less is more, but with the wood glue, I'm pretty generous because this piece is warm and the glue is going to dry. And I want to make sure it sticks nicely, and also make sure that you cover the whole back of that piece, you know, that it's nicely covered. And then you place it where you want to have it. Just like this. This is still a little bendy. So just stick that on there. This is a plastic bowl. This is non-breakable, so to say. Hi, mein Schatz. So, hallo Jasmin, frohe Weihnachten wünsche ich dir auch. Schön, dass ihr alle dabei seid. There's also some of my German friends, which makes me happy. There's actually quite a few people around, so I'm quite amazed. I thought I'll be all on my own on Christmas Eve, so I'm happy that some people are there. So let's get that on there for a second. I've got somewhere my baby wipes. Wood glue is usually water-based, so you can take it. You can take the excess off with a baby wipe. You can take it off with damp cloth, with a damp brush. So this is the main excess. So now I'm going to heat it up. Obviously, I got to be careful that I'm not melting the ornament. So, okay, I've got that nice and bendy, and now I'm pressing it down onto the surface. So to make sure that the ornament or that the wood you bend snuggles nicely on there. So you can see there's like that glue squeezing out there, which is a good sign that it is attaching nicely to the surface. This is basically the look I want to have. So I'm going to hold it down for a second to make sure it dries in that shape. And you don't need to worry, you're not compromising the details of the ornament. You're just changing the shape, so to say. So it stays then in that round shape, but you're not compromising the details of the ornament itself. How does that not melt that plastic? Because I haven't got it that hot, Michelle. I've had it, well, I've tried to control that, which is, you know me, I'm the master of disaster, so to say. But I have done a couple of bulbs, so I'm pretty experienced now, so I'm not melting it. It doesn't mean that I'm going to do that in a second, you know. That's just me. So make sure that dries and sticks on there. Excess glue, as I said, you can take it off with damp cloth, baby wipe, or even a wet brush. And if you use a wet brush, you're not that doesn't harm the wood you bend either. You can just take like whatever, just like an artist brush, you know, something like this. Put it in some water and clean it off in there. Especially when you have pretty intricate moldings from wood you bend, that's sometimes quite handy if you have a wet brush to get the glue off. Master of disaster, yes, that's correct. So, guys, what have you planned for Christmas? What are you having for food? I know well, usually in Germany, Christmas Eve is the night with the family and stuff like that, where you get the presents and whatever. I know in the UK and in the US it is the first Christmas day, or the Christmas day, not the first. It's the Christmas day. So okay, that should be fine. Now I'm going to see if this is going to be enough to wrap it around. Just stay with me. We will see. Just heating that up. It is already a bit charred, as you can see. This has been on the griddle quite some time. Those shrimps, they come in a coil, and this is basically like a bit which is left over. Let's see. I want to have it wrapped around. Oh, nicely. It's just gonna go around like that. Am I going to do it this way, or am I going to I'm going to do it half. Top and bottom. Just make sure. Got it around. And you can cut it, you can break it. This is just a tiny bit now. I'm going to break it there. I'm going to cut that off a little tidier. You can use a sharp knife also to do that. I paint the most stick all over my table, the counter, and I told Nina you would be so proud of me. Michelle, I'm proud of you anyway. So you're doing the disaster thing also. That's did you only have it on the counter or on yourself also? So just going to cut that edge a little tidier. So, okay, apply some glue on here also. So obviously this is a lot thinner, so this is drying, so this is cooling down a lot quicker. So I'm going to speed that up. Put the glue nicely on there. It's already cold again. So I'm going to heat that, reheat that. Just want to make sure first I've got the glue nicely on there. Heat it before I stick it on there. Go. And then I want to have it just around. I've cut it too short now. Let's see if we can stretch it. So you can see I've cut it too short now. So I'm going to heat that up again and see if I can stretch it a little bit. So you can, I mean, obviously you can't stretch them for a centimeter or something like that, but you can stretch them a little. So only when they are warm. So that's it. Fits. Take the excess glue off. This will be painted anyway, so that's no problem. Paint over the glue as it is water-based. Just don't want to have the big blobs. So make sure that's nicely on there. That part with the reheating, always do that, even when you put it on a mirror or on a window or something like that, because Kleckerlesen, yeah. So, because no surface is complete flat. There's always, so that's where we are now. We've got like this all around. And I'm going to paint the bottom in black and the top in white. That's what we're going to do. If I have some brushes. Do I have some brushes? I'm just going to use some artist brushes. Not that one, obviously. Oh, maybe I do. There it is. Too big, too big, too big. I'm using the flat small and I'm using the round small. They're about perfect for the size of this project. And as I said, I'm going to paint the bottom in black. So the Silk All-in-One Mineral Paints, that's a new paint by Dixie Belle. And they are also water-based. They are mold resistant. They are UV resistant. They have a built-in stain blocker. They have a built-in sealer. They are water resistant. So this is an absolute amazing paint. But it is different to the chalk mineral paints. It is a little bit more juicy. So it's a little more liquidy. But you have to mix it up also, just like the mineral paints, just to make sure that all the ingredients are nicely mixed. This is a great paint for outdoors project, you know, as it has all those benefits. So, but you can't blend it like the mineral paints, the chalk mineral paints. That doesn't work because you're supposed to use them with a dry brush. And the reason is that you otherwise will compromise the ingredients, you know, as it has all those benefits of which I just told you. Hi, Dana. Again, Merry Christmas to you. As it is, as it has all those benefits, and if you would use water with it, you would compromise basically those benefits. That's the only reason. If you don't mind, you can. But it is different to the chalk mineral paints. So, but it just covers just as nicely as you can see. Have some on that ornament also. Have that in black. This is the flat small, perfect for smaller areas. Could do that with an artist brush. And those woody bands, you can paint them before you apply them. You can paint them afterwards. That is completely up to you. So dry that quickly. Second coat on. I've got that heat gun on the middle temperature at the moment. Which is still hot enough. So just do a second coat quickly. On the ornament, I don't, on the woody band, I don't need a second coat. It's already covered nicely. This is just where the slick stick was underneath. It was basically white. I'm going to paint that a second time just to have that nicely covered. So there you go. That's now nicely covered. So if you have any questions, guys, just leave it in the comments. Oh, hi, Sully. Merry Christmas to you, girl. So this will be my last act for tonight. As I said, it is Christmas Eve over here, and Christmas Eve over here is usually the Anna Maria. Merry Christmas to you also. Okay, dry that quickly. There we go. And then we go on the other side. The top we're going to do in white. Make sure the black is dried. So close that up. And the white is the salt water, also the silk all-in-one mineral paint. So I'm mixing that up also. Hallo Sabine, frohe Weihnachten. This will be my last ornament to go on my Christmas tree, which you can see in the back down there. And yes, it is black. I've done the Rockin' Christmas series. I've done the that ho-ho sign in industrial style. So this is basically what's going to be. What's the time? Half an hour. We still got time. I'm going to show you the Christmas tree when we are finished here. So the top is going to be painted in white. Also going to need 2 coats, and the reason I've used the silks for this one here is I've painted that with slick stick, and it is still bleeding through that pink which was underneath there for whatever reason. I don't know. This was a bright pink, so this is coming right through. I'm messing that black a little up, which is no problem because it's going to be also industrial style this type and not about perfection. Industrial style, a little bit whimsical, I don't know. All sorts of things. So dry that quickly. Second coat, they dry just as quick as the normal chalk mineral paints do. The finish is a little silky, it's not as flat as the chalk mineral paints, but from the touch they are a little softer. Hi, Betty. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, Betty. That's sweet. Thank you. Thank you for sprinkling this video. I love it. Betty is the best. Guys, this is important for me also, you know, that a lot of people know about it. So that's fine. That's where we are now. So try that. Again, I'm still trying not to melt the plastic. It's fine, I think. I shall just put the paint out of the way because I know myself it's going to be a disaster otherwise. As I said before, master of disaster. Got the white and the anchor already. Me. I don't know. I don't know. Where's the lid? There it is. So, sharing's caring. Yeah, thank you, Betty. Yes, Betty. Thank you so much. Okay. There we go. Okay, now the got the glue on the mousse. Put that in the water. That's also in the water. So that's where we are now. We've got that droplet on there. We have a leftover of a trim on there. Is the 050A. So now we've got the gemstone mousse by Dixie Belle. They are brand new. They are water-based. And this is the amber, which is a lovely copper color, which just goes perfect with the I do have my artist brushes there, which goes perfect with the industrial style I'm going for. Likes and hearts also help. Yes, Betty knows the rules. So I've mixed that up earlier because I was doing a project with those earlier on. So this is already quite nicely mixed. If you get the mousses, guys, this one is the copper is pretty liquidy, and the gold, for example, is a little thicker or a little harder because they are by weight. And the metal pigments, they do have different weights themselves. So that's the reason they appear sometimes a little different. But that's no problem as they're water-based. If it's too thick for your taste, you can that's the one I was looking for. If it's too thick for your taste, you can put some water to it to get them a little thinner, and the other way around, you add some. You let it stand open to get it a little thicker. So you can see that covers beautifully. This is just an artist brush now. You can paint the woody bands before you apply them. You can paint them afterwards. Depends what look you're going for. If you have an artist brush, you can paint it easily afterwards. Also, if you paint them beforehand, you should make sure you use a flexible paint. And here we are again with the Dixie Belle paints. They are nice and flexible, even they are chalk mineral paints. So if you shape them around corners and edges and round surfaces, look how gorgeous that is. That the paint doesn't crack, otherwise you'll have to repaint it. And that's the beauty about the Dixie Belle paints. They are nice and flexible, so you can paint them easily beforehand. With the mousse, I'm just doing it now, as this is not going for a perfect look. This is going a little bit for industrial, rustic look, so that's perfect. Look how gorgeous this already looks. Isn't that pretty? So it is, Dana. It is absolutely, yeah. I love that. This is very special, especially at those mad times, and we had lockdowns everywhere and stuff like that. And, you know, the painting brought us all together, and we can still, you know, even on Christmas Eve, you know, we're sitting together and we are painting. I love that. I really appreciate you guys here. I really love that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sally. So now I'm gonna go around that trim. This was just like a leftover from some projects. So guys, don't ever throw anything away from the woody bands, even if you think you're not going to use it again. That's just perfect. Sometimes you just need like a tiny little bit, and if you do things like this, just gonna go around this trim. So a little around the edge. This is an artist brush by Da Vinci. That's from, that's a German brush company. They do artist brushes, and I know them and I'm using them for years. So they are my favorite brushes. They do have artist brushes also for if you use just watercolor, something like that. This brush is a little tougher, so this is perfect for the mineral paints and stuff like that, little thicker paints and pastes. It's a synthetic brush. So now that's the stage where we are now. We've painted our ornament and trim. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Betty. Dankeschön, Anja. So now let's have some fun. Now I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing around the whole ornament because I don't want to keep it just like this. So therefore I am dipping this a little thicker artist brush in the mousse, and I'm offloading it a little. Offloading it onto the ornament also, and then I'm just like dragging it over the surface of that bulb. So just see what happens. So I'm just gonna go all around like this. And this is dry brushing the mousse on here now. Can you see what's happening? Can you see that? So, can't wait to put that on my tree now. This is going to make it perfect. As my living room is a disaster. Well, as I said before, I'm the master of disaster, and my living room is a disaster as I can't paint at the shop. I always have to do it at home. So just drag it over the surface. If it's a little irregular, I don't mind. This is not about perfection. Just don't want to have it all black and all white. So this is the black now. Still shimmering through. You can still see the black. So now we're going to do the white. Same thing. Just drag the brush over it to have that covered a little. And the white is still going to show through. You can go all directions. If you go both directions, you create like a little bit of a texture. Thank you, Jill. So. That's it. I'm gonna have this top painted. This can have a little more of copper on. So there we go. What's the time? 40 minutes. Guys, this is perfect. I can show you the tree. It's gonna go on there. So there we go. That's our little ornament. And this is with the woody bands, that cute little droplet on there. So close my mousse up. So there's gotta go black ribbon on there. I need a sharp scissor. Let's put it together on the Christmas tree. Stay with me. Let me put that on. Just get it through here. I was trying to get some copper ribbon. I couldn't. So I'm just going to use some black ribbon. So that's what it is now. Okay, guys. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get over to the tree. Tree. Sorry, flying. There's already some ornaments on there. So Facebook can't really see. You only see like the middle of the tree. No problem. So I think I'm going to put that right here. To finish that off. Oops. This is gonna go. This is gonna go over here. I'm gonna have that right at the front. There we go. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. I'm gonna get a chair. I'm not sitting on the floor. So those are other ornaments already done, also with the woody bands, you know, just playing around. This is an industrial style one. Show you this one. This is industrial style. So this is also done with woody bands. And so, guys, Christmas Eve. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, thank you so much for being with me tonight. This is, thank you, Solly. Thank you so much. Dankeschön, Anja. Thank you, Jill. I'm so happy that you're here with me. I thought I'll be all on my own, you know. I thought everybody's going to be busy, and especially in Germany, you know, not being around, but I also have some of my German friends around. So I'm very happy about that. Guys, thank you so much for being with me. I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Be happy with your family. Stay safe. And I'll see you next week. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Betty. Solly, thank you so much for all, you know, you also have beautiful, you know, ornaments and things like that. Just love playing around with it. So, guys, I'll see you next week. Yes, next week. So tomorrow and on the weekend I will have a rest. Merry Christmas, Mare. Jill, you stay safe. I'm so happy that you've been with me. Guys, bye for now, and I see you. Bye-bye. Cheers.